Good morning, student. In the chapter of Introduction, this is the part 2 of the chapter, our book Statics for Economics. In the first part, we will discuss some of the basic facts like production, consumption, and distribution. We also get the knowledge about the consumer, a buyer, employee, and employers. So in this part, we will get knowledge about the statics. And in the statics is essential for you because this whole book is about the statics. And in this part, we will discuss some of basic concepts. First, statics in economics. In the first part, we will discuss that there are the unlimited wants in the societies and there is limited resources in the society to complete our unlimited wants. So, there will be always, we have to decide what we can use and how we can use our limited resources to complete our unlimited wants. So, this is the basic problem, or this is called the central problem of the economy. To complete this, or to get the solution of our basic problem, we always try to get economic facts about basic problem. These economic facts are known as economics data. So, when there is a basic problems generated in the society, we always collect data, and this data is known as economics data. On the other side, then, if in the society some basic or economics problems are there, like poverty, unemployment, discussed unemployment, rising price, inflation, deflation, and some other problems are there. Then we always measures the problems, and then we get the policies about our economics problems. So we always make the policies if there is economics problems in the society, and this is only happen if we measures the problems by using the statics. So statics is important in the economics as well as it is also important for the government sector, because government sectors makes the policies. It is only possible for making the policies if we get the proper knowledge or complete data about the economics problems. Then, in the statics, what is statics? Statics deals with the collection of data, analyzation of data, interpretation of data, or presentation of data. Means statics is the numerical form. If we, in the simple word, we say that statics always deals with the numerical data. Statics may be in the quantity form, it is also sometimes in the qualitative form. It is always often in the quantity form because the quantity form is the basic numerical form. In our daily life, we always go through from the sum of the numerical data. We get the good marks in the 10th class. It is a numerical. You get when your patient says that our child get the 70% marks, our child gets the 80% marks, 90% marks, you get the 530, 430. This data is always the quantitative because this data always deals with the numerical form. If you say that I get the 100 out of 100 in the math, I get 70 in the science, I get the 80 in the social science, this is also the quantitative form of the data because you always represent your marks in the numerical form. But sometimes there is data or the statics in the qualitative form. You often say that there is a grade after the numbers. A grade, B grade, A plus, B plus, excellent, good. This shows the qualitative form of the data because and after the A or B always represent some of the things like you are good, you are excellent, you are need to work. This is the qualitative form of the data because it is shows your quality, you are excellent or you need to work. So in the end we can say that data is always in quantitative form but is also in the qualitative form. We always face this. So it is in the daily life we always use the statics, what we did not know where we can use. Here are some of the common use of the statics in our life. Statics in economics. Part. The first, we understand an economics problem. If there is a problem in the society, so we always understand it, what is the problem is, what is its solution, how it is generated, what are its consequences, what are its effects. We always understand the whole problem with the use of statics, because in the statics first we collect the data about the problem, then we analyze, then we interpretation, and then presentation. After that we are successful to handle our problem. So by using the statics you know better about the economics problem. Then presentation of economics fact. In the society, daily life there are often lot of economic facts are there. We always present these facts by use of the statics. For example, why it is a type of the dangerous disease that affect the whole world, corona. We always say that a number of people died by affecting the corona. But how many numbers in the Punjab? We are almost the 13% died by affecting corona. It is a numerical form. If we say that a lot of number, but how many calculate under a number of, we can not estimate it. But if you say that there are the 13% died by affecting corona, then you know better. So by using the statics, you present the data in the better way. Then summarize the mass data into the numerical form. Let's take the example of your 10th class. In your 10th class, when you check your certificates, there is a data, whole your mark sheet is full of numerical data. How many gets you in the theory, how many gets you in the practical, what is your CCs. So whole marks is there. In the end, there will be a average. What is your percentage? That percent is summarized your whole marks. So average is a form of statics. So by using the average or the stat, we just put the whole into the nutshell. So by using the statics, we summarize the whole data. Then set a relation with the economics fact. By using the statics, we set the economics facts with the other or with the economics problem. Let's take an example. If there is a price rising problem in the society, a statics person who is expert in the statics always collect the data, then he analyze at the whole percent. After completing the process, he come in the result that by this price rising there, how it is affecting. So by using statics, he get the relation with the other facts. Why price rising happening, how we can control it, what is its effects on the demand, what is its effect on the supply, what is its effect on the consumption. So we can set the relation of one fact or the one problem to another. By this we can show the effects of the one problem on the other things. Then the formulation of the policies on the plans. It is the most important point for your paper point of view, or it is important for your concept. Plan and the policies is the work of the government. You understand this concept by using the civics or the political science, or you always study it in the your 9th and 10th civics part. Government formulates the policies, but before formulation policies, he has to go through with the statics or with the economist. The work of the statics person, he always collect the data. Is it the government need to complete this law or not? Can government pass this law or not? He always collect the data. What are its effects? How we can solve it? Then the government, after completing the or discussing the whole process, he gets out a solution whether they can make the policy or a plan successfully or not. So, formulation of the plans and policies are only successful if the statics is if they can use the statics. Thank you.